stay in your seat with your hands, arms,
What's up?
and legs
This is Adam
safely
from Times Coast
inside the
Chronicles.
boat.
I'm here at Playland Park in Rye, New York, Westchester County. It's a little bit of a gloomy day here. It is opening day. Looking forward to getting on some rides. I just got off the Dragon Coaster, which is the kind of the signature attraction here at Playland Park. It's an old classic wooden coaster. It's actually an Ace roller coaster landmark, as well as a historic landmark here. I entered kind of over there. There's an entrance from the parking lot. I believe there's another entrance at the other side of the park. Once you go in, you can take a left to get to the Dragon Coaster. It's pretty fun. You know, it's an old classic coaster. It's not super fast. Not really a whole lot of airtime or anything, but it's fun. Definitely not really that rough either. It's actually pretty smooth. But it was cool to ride it just because it's appeared in movies and stuff like that. Alright, I'm going to go on down to the Crazy Mouse over here. Looks like we got a dark ride, we got a stage, we got this big tower, which is kind of cool. Got some stuff over there, catch a wave. Zombie Castle. There's actually a lot of cool looking old school dark rides here. Today is actually opening day here at Playland Park. They do have some bands and stuff playing, which is pretty cool. Despite it being a gloomy day, it looks like everything is operating and everything, so that's good. The Zombie Castle, we got a balloon water game. At the end here, close to the water, is the Crazy Mouse. That's what I'm about to do next. I just got off the Crazy Mouse, which of course is a wild mouse. This one's actually a little bit different than the ones I've been on. I'm not really sure who makes it. I think it might be like a Zamperla. The coolest part is the cars actually look like mice. You can kind of see that one there, which is pretty cool. But it's a wild mouse. It's, you know, slow and somewhat painful. I'm not a huge fan of them. Another cool thing about the Dragon Coaster is it has this dragon tunnel, which is pretty cool, and it's actually like pretty dark in there. It's kind of hard to get a shot of it in the park, but it's kind of like this, one of the signature things about it. It's also running these like what look like old school Morgan trains, and the problem is that the lap bars are on a system where both rows share the same, I guess, locking mechanism. So it was a little bit uncomfortable because like I had kids in the row in front of me, so the lap bar needs to go a lot lower for them than it does for me. So that's pretty much stapled in, was a little uncomfortable. Also right now they're only on one train. They do have a second train, but they're only on one. I mean, it's not super busy, so I guess it makes sense. But because it's an old school wooden coaster where they have to like pull the levers for the brakes and everything, it did take them a while. But you know, it's still fun to ride. Something kind of cool over here is they do have this old school car, which is like one of the original cars for the Dragon Coaster. And there we have the Ace roller coaster landmark park. So the sign in general looks pretty cool. Definitely has like a classic park feel here. So from the entrance, there's this whole kind of area in the middle of the park. It's just kind of these fields, which looks nice. You got the trees and the planters and everything. Then you've got these just kind of these old school buildings with these kind of retro overhang things, which look pretty cool. And you got a bunch of classic rides. If you got a Wipeout ride, you got a Starship 2000 over there. It's like a Gravitron ride. We have the smallest double shot I've ever seen, which is kind of funny. Looks like there's another old school dark ride back there as well. There's a lot of classic rides in this park. From here we can actually see the dragon tunnel that you go into on the Dragon Coaster, which looks pretty cool. You go right through the dragon's mouth and kind of around the turn. And it's pretty dark in there, so it's actually pretty cool. Here we have the Flying Witch dark ride. It's right across from the Devil Shot. And back here we have a log flume. So you know, you got your like standard classic rides. I haven't been on any of these dark rides yet. I might not get a chance to do them today because I am actually running on limited time. But you know, they look like your kind of standard classic old school dark rides that you'd find at like a carnival and stuff like that. Here we have an old school inverter and kind of theming on the log flume with this building. And of course the Starship 2000, which is an indoor Gravitron kind of ride. Those are always pretty cool. Here we have this Himalaya kind of ride. Theirs is called the Thunderbolt. And over here we can actually see a view of the water. Playland Park is situated on the Long Island Sound, which is the body of water between Long Island and Connecticut. It's kind of right on the border of Westchester County and Connecticut. Back there they actually do have a shoot-the-chutes ride, which looks like it may not be operating right now. It's still a little bit chilly. It is a little bit gloomy. So it kind of makes sense that nobody would want to be riding that. Here we got a high striker hammer game. More midway games. So back there we have a swing ride, as well as a kiddie kite ride. I'm not really sure what they're called. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Another shot of the old school inverter ride called Sky Flyer. Starship 2000, big shot. There goes the double shot. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty classic looking park. There we have some bumper cars. Kind of one of these empty field areas. Another good shot of the Dragon Coaster in the distance. Got the carousel back there. Looks like a Carvel with this old school looking neon sign. Of course, there's a Ferris wheel. That looks like a high-speed version of a carousel over there. That's kind of interesting. Here, of course, we have their carousel, which looks nice. But yeah, I kind of like the feel. You know, it feels like a classic amusement park still. Another interesting thing is it's actually owned by the county, by Westchester County. I think it's like one of the, if not the only amusement park in the country that's actually owned by the county rather than privately owned. You have a game room, shooting gallery, and some other stuff over here. Looks like we have the Family Flyer roller coaster. I'm sorry, the Sky Skater. Actually, no, this is the Sky Skater here, which is a it's almost like a teeter-totter kind of thing where the car rolls forward and backwards. Then we have the Family Flyer roller coaster. Playland does also have a small go-kart track, which looks like it's on the same point system and everything as the rest of the rides. Here we have another entrance to the park. It's kind of nice from this entrance. A little welcome topiary. See all the way on down to where the stage is. We got some more rides over here. Over here we have kind of the kiddie area. All sorts of kiddie rides, got the boats, a little mini carousel, and a little kids coaster. Kind of your standard carnival kids rides. I don't know what the rules are about the kid coaster. I'm assuming you probably have to have a kid to ride it. And I'm also not really sure about the Family Flyer rules either. I'm going to try to get the credit because I kind of need it to get to 200 at Cedar Point on Valraven. Well, we'll see. Right now there's currently a couple riders stuck on it, so it doesn't really bode well. It may not. I don't know if they'll open it back up after that or not. They're having a hard time getting the lap bar back up. So across from the regular carousel, they have this Derby Racer ride, which is kind of like a carousel because you're on horses, but it actually looks like it goes a lot faster. It's kind of a pretty cool ride. Here we got some more food, and then we have Super Flight, which is one of the kind of wacky Zamperla flying coasters. I just got off Superflight, which is a wacky Zamperla flying coaster. I've actually ridden one of these before out at Coney Island. They got theirs from Elish Gardens. It's definitely an odd ride. I mean, I had fun on it, but it's not for everyone. You have these really weird ride vehicles where you're in this kind of a cage where you're laying down. They actually have a really weird way that you have to load and unload because you have to kind of step up and then they kind of close a cage behind you. So definitely a kind of a wacky ride, but still fun. Looks like they also have a Music Express up here. At this point, this is over here is kind of the front, the entrance from the parking lot where I came in. So I basically made a loop around the entire park. Definitely a smaller park, not super big, but pretty good amount of stuff to do. Lots of classic rides. So it looks like the Family Flyer is closed now. They had an issue with a restraint. This little dragon thing in the middle kind of looks cool. It's kind of cool how they're looks like their kiddie coaster goes all the way around their kiddie land, which is pretty cool. And actually, it's actually like a wooden coaster, which is interesting. It's like a little kiddie wooden coaster. And here you can get a good shot of the Ferris wheel and kind of this more carnival-like section of the park. And that about does it for me here today at Rye Playland. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the Family Flyer credit, but it's okay. Over here, this is another way to get in and out of the park. There's actually this kind of main plaza here where they have this nice fountain, this really cool looking building. This apparently has ice skating and a game room, which is pretty cool. Over here they actually have this boardwalk area, which is pretty cool. Looks like they have a little game room in there. And it looks like they actually have beach access. I don't know what the rules are with the beach, but it looks like over there you can actually access the beach. Obviously it's not open today, but pretty cool. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button below and subscribe for more theme park tour and reviews. Until next time, I'm Adam with Adam's Coaster Chronicles, signing off.